All right, a few more examples here. Help you get the hang of this. So first thing I'm going to do is multiply the powers by that 3 halves. 3 halves times 2 is just a 3, that's why I have an x cubed. And now I'm going to deal with the numbers and letters kind of separately. So I'm taking the square root first, and then raising that to the 3rd power. So I got the square root of 9 is 3. So 3 cubed is 27. There's my final answer. All right, so the next one, I'm going to multiply each of those exponents by the 1/3. And then that gives me that. Cube root of 27 is -3, and then reduce the exponent. A negative exponent means it has to go to the bottom of the fraction. There's my final answer. This negative does nothing operationally. It just says that it's a negative number as opposed to a positive. Here, I'm going to distribute, because I had a negative exponent here, and that's technically a positive exponent of 1, might as well just distribute and then take care of the negatives after that. So, with the 16, I got to move that down before I try to write it as a radical form. So moving that down, then that's the 4th root, because the bottom is the root and the top number is the power. See how that works? And then the negative 3/4 times -8 is 24/4, which reduces to 6. 4th root of 16 is 2. And then 2 cubed is 8. So I write it as this. You could also write that as y to the 8th over 8 is fine as well. Here I got to do a little simplifying inside because I have more than one x. And this is how I combine an x, square root of x. Square root of xy is that all raised to the 1/2 power. So then I have a 1/2 power on the x and the y. So I got that. Now I can add these exponents because they have the same base. That's our rule. So 1 plus 1/2 is 1.5 or 3 halves. Gives me that. Now I multiply all the exponents, that's like an exponent of 1 here, by the 2/3, getting this. 8 to the 2/3, negative 8 to the 2/3 is a negative cube root of -8 squared. Make it smaller before you make it bigger. So cube root of -8 is 2, or -2 rather. Square that, gives you 4x y to the 1/3. That's as simple as you can get it, and then if we ask for radical form, you just have to write it as cube root of y. Either one works. Do some more examples in the next video.